Talk about it? Y'all want to talk about the game? Y'all want to reminisce on the game, the end of the game? Bron, you messed up when you missed that foul shot. Messed up a little bit. Came back from a 30-point deficit. That foul made a good move. Gets fouled out of bounds. Stops the clock. Comes back in. Misses the foul shot. And then he had to force the foul shot because he missed one. So he had to miss the other foul shot, try to rebound. Him and another teammate went for the ball. Philadelphia recovers the ball. Boom, bam, boom. Game's over. 32-30. But now they talking about, is Simmons the player of the MVP player of the year? We going there. That's what we doing. We just throwing that out there. We going to do that. Y'all fickle. Y'all fickle, man. Y'all always tossing out that somebody going to be player of the year, MVP player. Y'all fickle. Y'all some fickle people, man. Y'all fickle. I don't like y'all fickleness. Y'all fickle. How is Simmons all of a sudden going to be player of the year? All of a sudden now Simmons is player of the year. Come on now. 3 weeks ago it was James Harden. Now it's Simmons. Stop trying to act like Philadelphia is going to go somewhere this year. Stop trying to act like just because Brown lost by 2 points that it's a big doggone deal. Y'all got them 3 young powerhouses in Philadelphia, and LeBron got who? JR when he feels like playing. Kevin Love still hurt. Y'all got 3 young dudes. 3 over there in Philly. Ain't none of them 25 years old yet. Not one. And y'all act like they can't win something. Y'all brought 3 young dudes. You got 1 from LA. Okay? You got a dynamite center, Embiid. And all of a sudden, y'all act like y'all surprised that they beat a team who just 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, had to trade half of the people they just drafted a month before that. And now it's a big deal that they lost. Now Simmons is player of the year. Y'all fickle. Y'all fickle folk. Y'all fickle folk. Cut that out. All right? They got pretty much the same record that Brown and them got. And if Brown had 2, 3 young boys over there on his squad that were just as good, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. Wouldn't even be saying that. Y'all fickle folk. Fickle folk. Cut it out. Let's see what Philly does in the playoffs. Because they're in the playoffs. See what they do in the playoffs. See what James Harden does in the playoffs. He's going to fold like a deck chair. I'm just saying. Not to mention, okay, let's look at this. What's today's date? It's the 7th. Okay? It's April 7th. Stop acting like it's the 17th. It's April the 7th. It's still regular season. Oh, people folk. It's still the regular season. Philadelphia and Cleveland are already in the playoffs. So what if they drop one? And they came back from 30 points. 30 points. That's more of a conversation than if they lost or not. How'd y'all go down 30 points? How? That's the real conversation. Bron, 30 points, LeBron. And you got to ask yourself, how many minutes did LeBron play in that game? Because I'm betting when he sat down, that deficit started going, Cleveland, Philly. Soon as LeBron sits down. Soon as LeBron sits down, Cleveland becomes one of the worst teams in the doggone league. I dare somebody tell me that it's wrong. I dare somebody tell me I'm wrong. As soon as LeBron takes a seat, Cleveland becomes one of the worst teams out there. Tell me I'm wrong. Please, educate me. You know what happens when LeBron sits down? They become Philly 2 years ago. That's what happens. Without Embiid and Simmons, that's what happens. So this, to me, is not a big deal. If this was the 17th, it'd be a big deal. What's up, everybody? My two people who are on, how y'all doing this morning? I just wanted to rant about that because it's like, come on, people. To me, it's all smoke and mirrors. These next couple games they got to play until what? The 11th, right? They have to play until the 11th. Truthfully, I don't know who the head coach is, but truthfully, if it was me, I would sit LeBron down. You're already seeded. You're already in the playoffs. I mean, I wouldn't play him as much. I mean, they have to play him according to the new contracts. You know what I'm saying? According to what they did last year, which was they rested him, but they rested him during the national televised games. And that was a mistake. And I knew that was going to come back to bite them. Because the people were complaining that they would show up at the game and LeBron would be there in a suit and tie. And it was like, we didn't come to see LeBron in a suit and tie. We didn't pay season tickets. We didn't travel all the way to Oklahoma City or to wherever, to Philadelphia, to New York. We didn't go all the way to Boston, to see LeBron in a suit, suit and tie. Okay, he's playing against the Celtics, and he's sitting on the sideline, shucking and jiving with his, with the rest of the dudes who ain't playing. We didn't come here for that. We want to see this man put a ball in the hoop. That's what we paid for. So they got caught up last year when they were resting LeBron, or they so-called resting. And this is what they did last year. They were like, LeBron's like, we're going to the playoffs. We won all the games that we needed to win. Boom, we're going to the playoffs. I'm going to rest. Oh, but no, see, the fans was like, we ain't having that. So they were just like, if you do that, we're not going to buy season tickets. We're going to buy tickets all the way up until you reach, 30, 40 games? Then after your 40th game, we know right there and then that you don't need to play no more because you just need to play into the playoffs. 40 game at the end of the buzzer, boom, I'm not buying no more tickets. All of a sudden, there's a drop in the Nelson ratings. There's a drop in the Nelson ratings. There's a drop in season tickets. There's a drop in hotel rentals. There's a drop in airplanes. There's a drop in bus tickets. There's a complete drop in revenue, universally, simply because LeBron decided after the 40th game, I'm not playing anymore until the playoffs. So that means all of April. No, that means half of March, all the way up until the 11th of April, LeBron would not be on the court. They were like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So Adam Silver decided you can't rest your players like that. That's what he decided. Sorry, my nose is terrible. Good morning. That's what Adam Silver decided. He's like, no, we're not having none of that. You're going to get out here and play because these people paid for it. Other than that, my question would be, why is LeBron even on the court? He got, 40 points? Think well? I might have to. Publish content. Thank you, publish content. I never seen your moniker before. Are you a sub? Thank you anyway for stopping by. This is every morning. But yeah. So losing to the Sixers right now is not a big deal. Not to me. The way I'm looking at it like this, for the Sixers, it gives the Sixers momentum to going into the playoffs. That it will do. It gives them the sense of, we beat LeBron James and we beat him by 2, but we just beat LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? So they might look at it like that, like, yeah, if we beat him now, we can go in the playoffs and beat him. But beating LeBron now and beating LeBron in the playoffs is two different animals. That's not the same animal. You're up against a lot more than LeBron when you go into the playoffs. If LeBron is meant to win, then guess what? The referees are going to make sure he wins. You're not just up against the greatest player in the world. But then there's that. He's the greatest player in the world. I mean, he scored 40 points. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that he won't do it again and find a way to beat you in the playoffs when everything is on the line. He'll find a way to beat you in game 6 and then walk into game 7 and start shooting 22-footers. You don't believe it, go back and look at the reruns on what he did to the Celtics last year. He made the Celtics look bad. He made the Celtics look like the Broncos looked like when they went up against the Legion of Doom in the Super Bowl. They didn't even want to play anymore. Broncos went to the sideline and they did not. The coach was asking them, do you guys even want to play anymore? Like, this is the Super Bowl. They didn't want to. Richard Sherman and them boys had had the Broncos looking pure. They did not even know where they were. They did not want to play, and they creamed them 48-8. Peyton Manning and all. And you see what happened after that. Peyton Manning comes back, wins the Super Bowl, and leaves. Come on now. Peyton Manning. You know that game was fixed in the Super Bowl. Ain't no way you should have beat 17-1 Cam Newton. Peyton Manning, on your career, Peyton Manning. I had all respect for you until the Super Bowl. All respect. You're the greatest general on the doggone field I ever seen. All the way up until that game. Cam, them boys paying you off again. Not to get that fumble. Talking about you would have landed wrong. It's the Super Bowl, Cam. You do what you got to do. Now you ain't got no ring. But what happened was somebody told Cam, don't you get that ball. You get that ball right there, you're going to have some problems. Matt Ryan, them boys been in your ear, ain't they? You want to let that fumble? What? Second and third, and you drop back the pass. Matt Ryan, second and third. All you had to do was hand the ball off. Matt Ryan. Fooey on you, bro. You fickle. Them boy paid you off. Huh? Them boys paid you off, didn't they, Matt? I know they did. It was in your ear. Told you, hey, you better drop back and you better let Hightower hit you. And bam! It's a fumble. Out of here. Damn fumble. Matt Ryan didn't even look over in that direction. I'm saying, people, there's some fickleness going on. You guys got to wake up and smell the coffee. But this right here, this game right here, not a big deal. Let's see what happens in a week from now. Y'all want to hear some music? For now, I got two people on. Ain't nobody saying that. I don't know. I'm going to play some music. I like a little music in the morning. Embiid. You don't want to date Rihanna, Embiid? Embiid. Look. Embiid told Rihanna, he was like, I wanted to go out with you. I asked you, could I go out? And you was like, Toad on a track. And B was like, yeah, Rihanna, let's go out. You know what I'm saying? Rihanna was like, when you become a superstar, then you can ask me out. And B was like, you're telling me this? I play professional basketball. You know what I'm saying? I'm younger than you are. Like, what you talking? Next year, Embiid gets famous, goes out there, turns up. Rihanna's like, what's up? You want to go out? He was like, no. You old and dusted. I'm not interested. I'm going to go out with one of these Instagram models who got no name and ain't all stuck up. I'm going to go out with one of these chicks on Instagram. I'm not thinking about you. He told Rihanna no. He's like, deuces. You talking stupid. You know what I'm saying? I like Embiid, man. Is Simmons the dude who got into it in LA and started telling everybody's business? Is he the one that got, was he the one dating Iggy Azalea, or however you say her name? Was he the one that told on, something happened with him, right? He messed up out there in LA. You know what I'm saying? Told on Iggy Azalea with her non-rapping self. It's crazy. After she displayed how much she couldn't rap, you ain't heard from her since. You ain't heard from her. When she went on Sway in the morning, and they asked her to freestyle. They asked Iggy Azalea to freestyle. Yo, go look it up when they asked her to freestyle. It sounded like she was having a mental breakdown. Nobody understood what she was saying. She didn't even understand. After it was over, she was looking like this. That was Nick Young and D'Angelo. Oh, okay. But Simmons was playing out there, wasn't he? He was playing in LA, wasn't he? What up, Ray Skater? Oh my goodness. But that whole situation was hilarious. I never forgot the look on her face. Yeah, it was one of them boys who done something goofy out there in LA. Broke up that whole team like that. Got rid of them. That just goes to show how much I know. I don't follow basketball too well, but some of those stories be so funny. What up, bro? You ready? I am ready for the playoffs. Ray? Brother Ray? I'm ready to see if my predictions are going to come true. You wasn't on yesterday when I was breaking it all down. I'll do that for you again if you want. I just need to pull up the schedule if you want to hear what I had to say about that, or you can look at yesterday's video. But I have a whole philosophy on how it's going to break down, and it's just going to be, to me, it's already over with. But I can look at each team and just eliminate them right away. Like, no, and then say who's going to, yeah, I missed it. Okay, I'm going to pull it up. I don't know who else is on. I don't know if Publish is still on. But I'll go ahead and NBA playoff schedule. I'll give you a short synopsis of it because it looks, because somebody asked me about this yesterday. You guys can hear me okay, can't you? All right, so first I'm going to read off all the teams who are either in right now.
Irving is out not only for the remainder of the season, but for all of the 2018 playoffs.
Wow, he's out for the playoffs too. Kyrie Irving. Okay, so I'm going to first name all the teams that are in like the two conferences, the Eastern and the Western Conference. And I'm not going to break it down from there. I'm just going to, because it's only 8 teams. So, you already know who's eliminated when you don't hear their names. Okay, so Toronto, and it goes in this order, 1 to 8. Toronto, Boston, Philly, Cleveland, Indiana, Miami, Milwaukee, Washington. And I guess that's where they're seated right now. Western Conference, Houston, Golden State, Portland, Utah, New Orleans, San Antonio, Oklahoma City, and Minnesota. So they're in that order because I think that's how they're ranked. Now, a couple of these, especially in the West, they're not seeded yet, but it is pretty much going to happen. They've won at least 40 games. That's the way I'm looking at it, because when you look at all the schedule and the wins and losses, anyone who's at least won 40 games seems to be in the playoffs or going to the playoffs. Yeah, that's the way it looks to me. Okay, so in the Eastern Conference, here's just by what I see. If you took Toronto, you can just erase Toronto, even though they're the best in the Eastern Conference. Why? Because it's my jam. Hey, I don't know how to dance like the young folks. This is all I do. Hey. Oh, I'm sorry. I just had to jam for a minute there. Okay. The reason why Toronto's out of it is because of what we saw a year ago and the year after that. Toronto was ahead of Cleveland. They had a better record than Cleveland, or it was comparable. And when Cleveland saw them in the playoffs, what happened? Toronto missed 12 foul shots in a row in 2016 to allow Cleveland to go into the finals. They did that on purpose. That was in 2016. They did that on purpose. And that tells me one thing. When LeBron goes up against Toronto, even if Toronto wanted to win, Toronto can't win. It's like, you better miss those foul shots or we're going to come see you. They missed 12 foul shots, and even the announcer said, he was like, the NBA did not want Toronto to win. So I don't even include Toronto in going to the finals. Playoffs, yeah, it looks good. They have a good team, but it's a big so what. Boston, they lost Kyrie Irving, who is, listen, Boston lost 1-2 players and their other big one is hurt. They lost Kyrie Irving. They lost Gordon Hayward, even though he can play right now, but I doubt if he's up to snuff. And then there's another player that is also hurt. Boom, that's down. Philly is looking great, but I can't see Philly. I can't see them young boys taking Cleveland out of the playoffs. As a matter of fact, here's what's going to happen to them. Being that they just won, being that Philly just won yesterday, you know what that set them up to do? That set them up to fail. And I'm going to tell you why. If you go and look at what happened in football, I can't read your comments, so if you guys have said anything, I can't read it yet because I'm looking at this. If you look at football, it's the same rhythm. Look at football. And you look at the beginning of the year, last year, Tom Brady lost 2 games, right? One of those games, he lost to the Chiefs, okay? He lost to Alex freaking Smith, all right? Because they had their number. So in the playoffs, what happened? The Chiefs lost to the Titans. Okay, wait a minute. The Titans with the new quarterback? Wait, what? What happened? How did you lose to the Titans? I'm going to tell you how. They were supposed to. The Titans came and took out the Chiefs because the Chiefs had Tom Brady's number. So they were just like, we're not going to let you face them again. Boom, take them out. That's exactly what's going to happen with Philadelphia. Philadelphia is not going to see Cleveland again. Listen, this is just a prediction. If it happens, okay, fine. But I don't think Philadelphia is going to see Cleveland again. In the playoffs, not in the playoffs. In the regular season, which is only like 5 days out, you know, it ends on the 11th. But in the playoffs, I think somebody else is going to take Philadelphia out. Cleveland don't even have to worry about it. Indiana, I'm not too sure about them. Miami, just not going to happen. D-Wade is not going to come out of nowhere and all of a sudden they're kicking butt in the playoffs and they get past Bron. Milwaukee and Washington, they're just bringing up the rear if you ask me, you know. But I'm sure somebody else will have a lot more to say about that. The only competition that Cleveland actually had was Philadelphia, Boston, and Toronto. Toronto can't win. Boston has fake injuries. Philadelphia is going to get wiped out by somebody else. The other 3 just don't matter to me. And that's in the Eastern Conference. This is just the way I'm calling it. I could be wrong, but we'll see. Okay. Houston. Okay, let's go to the Western Conference. The Western Conference, to me, the only game. Okay, let's look at this. Houston and Golden State, right? Houston with 66, 67 wins. I should bring up their wins. Or something like, I don't know how many wins. They got in the 60s. Golden State in the high 50s. Bringing up the rear, everybody else in the 40s. All right, so it's Houston and Golden State, but Golden State is injured. They're all beat up. They have fake injuries too. Even KD claims that he got a little hurt somewhere. Mama, I got a hurt somewhere. So you got Kyrie, you got Steph Curry. Steph Curry with his knee saying he doesn't even know when he's coming back. Come on now. Come on now. Golden State at full power can steamroll anybody twice. Anyone. There's nobody in the league that can handle that team. Point blank, period, dot. All right? So I think they're going to steamroll everybody except Houston. But here's the thing about Houston. Houston sucks in the playoffs. They always have. Why? Because James Harden doesn't play defense. He's probably the worst defensive player there is in the league. But going to Oklahoma City, I think Oklahoma City is the only one out of all of those teams. San Antonio, what's Tony Parker going to do? Tony Parker is still crying about Kawhi Leonard not playing. If Kawhi Leonard was playing, I would say the Spurs is going to make it to the final. If Kawhi Leonard was playing. The Timberwolves just picked up Mr. Glass at the end of the season, but that's not going to help him. Derrick Rose, that's not going to help him. You know what I'm saying? I just can't see it. But if San Antonio had Kawhi Leonard, yeah, that would be something like this is a more interesting field than the Eastern is. You know, because you got at least 5 teams here that can go head-to-head and do something. But nonetheless, Houston right now is so far and away from anybody, and Cleveland is so, you know, they're just so touted to win. I can only see Cleveland and Houston going to the championship. I really can't see Golden State beating Houston without Steph Curry, and I can't see nobody else in that whole conference beating Golden State. That's my breakdown. Tell me what you think. There it is. Hey, what's going on? Big old red bone. Big old red. Big old red bone. I hope I said that right. Harden's been throwing games since. Yeah, he's been throwing game. Go Sixers. Okay, Terry Keller, go Sixer. Who wins the chip, Tone? Who wins the what? The chip? I don't know what the chip is. Okay, let me tell you guys that I have a competition for a $25 gift card. If you guys want to enter into it, doesn't cost you nothing. It's just me giving back because you guys, you know, been subbing and listening and hanging out with your boy. So it's just me giving back. And so it's a $25 gift card to whatever, except it can't be nothing crazy. LeBron threw the game. He kept letting Simmons take the lane. Yeah. I didn't watch too many other reruns. Israel, I didn't watch too many other the chip is the ring. Oh, okay. Oh, well, shoot. LeBron's going to take it. LeBron's going to take it, and then he's going to leave. Look. LeBron's going to win. This is Keystone until my Pittsburgh brother. What? Yeah, what's up? 76 Keystone. Unity, my Pittsburgh. Yeah, all day, Unity. Yeah, it looks like they wanted Simmons to win. Yeah, but they only did that for smoke and mirrors. They only did that to beef up the ratings. You know, he keep watching him, and you can tell he's throwing again. Yeah, but the thing about it is, you got to understand. There has to be some type of camaraderie in the game, or people will lose interest. There's got to be some type of, ooh, is it possible that the Sixers can come along and steal it away from, Houston and, the Sixers aren't going to steal anything. The Sixers are going to get beat. They're going to get beat in the playoffs. Exactly. Exactly. Look, LeBron been throwing games for the longest time. Look at what happened back in, what was it, 2009 or something like that? When LeBron went and checked out, he looked like a lost bird when he was when he was playing. He looked like a lost child out there on the court, and they was talking about him. They were like, LeBron James looked like he doesn't even belong here today. Can Savannah come and get her husband? Because he looks lost. He checked out, and he did it again. He turned around and did the same thing. He was in, what, 3 finals? He was in 3 finals, and he did that. And it was just like, why? And I keep telling people, because of Michael Jordan. Because Michael Jordan was a prime example of what not to do. When them boys tell you don't win, they mean don't win. It wasn't his time to win. But now it's his time to win. So what do? They need a story. So they beef up this young basketball team out of Philly and make it seem like they're actual competitors to LeBron James and the machine that's behind them. It is possible that George Leonard and LeBron go to he threw this Spurs here. Yeah. You really want me to talk about that? LeBron James going to the Lakers. If LeBron won an empty, whatever. Let me read this again. If LeBron won, then the controversy between Michael Jordan wouldn't be non-debatable. Well, I guess. All right. So let me get this out first, and then I'll talk, and then I'll go there with that, Israel. Okay, so if any of you guys want to enter in a competition for the $25 gift card, please let me know now. You need to tell me who the 2 teams are that's going to be in the finals, what game that they're going to win in, and what the score is going to be. So if you got Cavs over the Rockets, or you got Houston over, the Sixers in Game 7, and the score is going to be 101 to 102, that's the way it needs to read out. So if you guys want to do that, let me know right now so I can write it down. And when the finals is over, I will announce the winner to see whoever was closest to the right score. And I will send you a gift card. It'll probably be to like your favorite eatery or something like that, or a Walmart or a Target, something like that. Okay, let's get into the whole thing with LeBron going to LA. Okay, let's look at the possibilities first. Let's look what LA has been doing. LA has been just being smart. They're being really, really smart. You don't really hear a lot out of LA. Okay, for one, LA, I think they won like 35 games. That's not exactly, okay, Cavs over the, that's not exactly a bad thing. It's not like you're Dirk Nowitzki right now. Okay, LA got some power behind them. They got some promise. All right, Israel. LA has got a little promise behind them. But here's another thing LA's got. They got a pedigree. They are a top-tier team. So it's not like playing for them is a bad thing. They have a decent coach. They got Magic Johnson. And the one thing LA got, LA got money. All right, so you're going to take Game 7. You're going to take Cavs over the Thunder. Game 7, the score is going to be 99-103. Yeah, they got some money out there. So they can easily acquire LeBron. And the way they're doing it too. You notice that they're not spending a whole hell of a lot. I mean, how much did they spend on what's his name? $5 million? That's nothing. That's nothing. All right, let me get that. $5 million to get that boy out there who's got the worst season for a rookie ever. Big old Rambo. Biggie Redbone. Biggie Redborn. Yeah, okay. Biggie Redborn. Let me get it right. Sorry about that. You got Cavs over Houston. Biggie Redborn. Got you. Cavs over Houston, game 6. Okay. Score 132. 120. I like it. All right, got you down. Good luck to you guys. So, let's look at LA. Let's look at the possibility of LA acquiring LeBron James. To me, it's highly possible. It's highly, I actually did a video on it months ago. It's highly possible that that can happen. And they're already talking about it. They're already trying to get him out there to practice. And there's a young team out there. Don't think that LeBron can't go out there and just orchestrate a bunch of top players to come and play out there with them. Don't think it can't happen, because it can happen. But will it happen? I don't think so. They got everything that they need. Listen, they got enough luxury tax right now that they can pull LeBron in for a $23 million contract for 1 year. They have enough to do it. But you know who else got enough to do it and will do it? New York. It is what it is. New York will do it. I don't think LeBron is going to go to the West. He has a house out there in LA. Well, LeBron doesn't have to leave to get a ring. I mean, he can stay in Cleveland and they can orchestrate him another ring. I don't think he has to leave. As a matter of fact, I think all the naysayers are quiet about that now. And the reason why I say that is, you saying LeBron has to leave to get a ring, it's just like, has to leave where now? He has to go where? He didn't have to go anywhere because he won one in Cleveland. So that whole point right now could just be shut down. It's just like, wait a minute, he won one in Cleveland. And if he wins another one in Cleveland, listen, Cleveland ain't got nothing to say except stay. It's not like you don't have the keys to the city. You bring in $500 million a year just because you're here. I'm surprised he doesn't live rent-free out there. He probably does. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with the Cavs but their defense. Oh, there's a lot wrong with the Cavs. The Cavs don't have a bench. Here's a problem with the Cavs. The Cavs play LeBron too much. As soon as LeBron sits down, the Cavs becomes one of the worst teams in the league. That's it, and that's all. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the staying power without LeBron. And you see what happens when you do have a couple of other star players, running around with him. It gets dicey, man. You look what happened. They either flip on it and leave, or he can't, or they start talking about him and they bring a lot of locker room drama that he doesn't want. Isaiah Thomas, Kyrie Irving. LeBron isn't interested in any of that. There's a huge problem because LeBron has a huge ego, but they made that. They built him up to have that ego. So there's issues when you get another apex player to play with LeBron who isn't willing to just go with the flow. It's LeBron's team. And guess what? If he goes to LA, it's LeBron's team. But LA ain't going to have a problem with that if he went to LA. LeBron went out to LA. There's not one person out there who would be going, no, this is my team. Who going to do that? No one. No one's going to do that. But if LeBron goes to New York, not only will nobody do that, everybody will be like, yeah, let's go. Because I'm going to tell you, if he went to New York, he'll bring back Melo. Even though Melo got an ego, he'd love to play with LeBron. To me, Melo's going to turn into Kawhi Leonard pretty soon. Something's going to happen to him, and he's just not going to want to play. That's just it. He's just not going to want to play. Something's going to happen to Melo. It's already happening, but he's just going to check out. He's going to be sitting there like I do in math class, like this. Because I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. What up? What up, man? Yeah, you ain't been around in a while. Yeah, he's going to look like I do in statistics class when I'm looking at the teacher trying to figure out what p-hat means. And all them sub this and that, and this divided by this. I be looking at this lady like, lady, you don't get out of here with this, but I needed to graduate. You know what I'm saying? And they need that money, so they're going to go through the motions. But, Kawhi Leonard ain't coming back now that they're talking about him. Oh, man, I get up in the morning and start streaming. I'll stream again tonight. You know what I'm saying? I do it just randomly when I'm bored. I got a bunch of homework I need to be doing. I should have went to the gym today, but it's freaking snowing outside. I'm like, screw that. I'm a stream. Forget that. And I'm so new at this streaming. You was thinking that LeBron go to the West, he would face Golden State, Houston, all of them. Yeah, 4 times. It just okay. There's that, Ray. That's a great point. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that the NFL does, the NBA does wrong. What they do is they have these maybe 10, 12 to 15 superstars. In the NBA, it's about 10. You got your 10 superstars. And if you take those superstars and you start bunching them up either in the same conference or in the same teams, you're going to start losing people. And they found this out because their ratings started dropping. This is why when the Super Bowl is won, people on the Super Bowl start going this way. People on the winning team start spreading out and going this way. That's what happens pretty much every year. Whoever it is that won the Super Bowl, you start seeing those players going to other teams. Why? Because a large disbursement of money, they become very valuable for a short time. You know what I'm saying? For a short time, then that's when you'll see them on 6 or 7 other teams before they actually leave the league. Because it's orchestrated like that. Who's that one defensive back? This guy has been, matter of fact, he plays for the Chiefs now. He actually played with Brady and won a Super Bowl with him. I forgot what his name is. He's the defensive back. But his goofy behind helped them lose this year. Nonetheless, shoot. I'll think of his name later. But the same thing that happens, except the disbursement isn't so wide. But here's the problem. When you have 2 MVP players on one team, then no, not Malcolm Butler. It was it wasn't Malcolm Butler. Malcolm Butler got some issues. Malcolm Butler's got problems where he's at because he's like, I'm worth more than what you're paying me, but you don't want to pay me. So, something's got to give. But he's talking to the wrong coach because Belichick don't care about nobody but Tom Brady. As a matter of fact, Belichick tried to get rid of Tom Brady. But that's a whole nother story. He was like, get rid of Tom Brady, keep Garoppolo. Tom Brady's 40, we're done. Love you, bye. Go get Garoppolo and keep Garoppolo. They were just like, no. What did the owner say? The owner's like, no, I want another ring. He's like, no, I want another ring and I want one now. So he's like, we're going to keep Brady and get rid of Garoppolo. He's like, well, that's going to be a mistake. And watch what happens next year. Watch what happens next year. So Robert Kraft's going to get what he wants, but after that, his team is going to sink. And then this Garoppolo is just going to come out of nowhere and Colin Kaepernick everybody. It's going to be funny. But nonetheless, so You got KD and you got Stephon Curry on the same team. That shouldn't have never happened. That shouldn't have never went down. It's disappointing to see. How do you feel about Mayweather? Mayweather is a clown to me. There's a lot of things I don't like about it. Yeah, it made the NBA boring. No, what it did is it made it predictable. It made it predictable. And now you have all these flip-flopping all over the court. Now you have all these fake-ass injuries, that nobody knows what's wrong with you. Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard has been through so many doctors, they're tired of paying for him. They're like, what is wrong with you? He's like, oh, there's just a pain in my no, I think it's this leg. It was this leg. And then I did like this. I don't know what's going on with it. This dude has had X-ray, sonogram, EKG, EEG. This dude has had every acronym in the book looked at on his leg, both of them, and trying to figure out what in the world is wrong with this dude. Yeah, Adam Silver, he a joke. He a joke, man. Adam, you ain't fooling nobody. Adam, you want to be Roger Goodell so bad it ain't funny. No, I didn't. I don't want to be Roger. Adam wants that Roger Goodell money. I don't know what Adam's getting paid, but I don't think he's doing what Roger is doing. You know what I'm saying? But it's just amazing what how everything looks so messed up now. It's just like, come on, man. There's nothing wrong with Kawhi Leonard. You just paid him an ass load of money for him to do nothing. Where are we seeing that at? We seen that in Chicago. The MVP during that time got hurt and did not come back, Mr. Glass. We seen the same thing in Chicago as we're seeing now in Kawhi Leonard. The same doggone thing. Derrick Rose did that in Chicago, and they were like, yo, Derrick, when you coming back? He's like, shoot. What's today? Yeah, probably never. Did he? And then Derrick Rose went to New York, did the same thing, and then he went to Cleveland. Yeah, actual user are the ones getting injured. What? Look, why don't you injure one of these bench warmers? Jimmy Jenkins is out for the season. By the way, who's Jimmy Jenkins? He's some fifth stringer that they brought in from the D-League. It's Jimmy Jenkins out for the season. Does anybody care? No, nobody cares. No. Jimmy Jenkins scores 2 points in the last. It's Jimmy Jenkins trying to go for a dunk and he misses. It's like he's one of the Harlem Globetrotters. That's when Jimmy Jenkins plays. When the Harlem Globetrotters come. But they ain't gonna injure this clown. Yeah, only the stars get injured. They're not gonna injure Jimmy Jenkins. It's funny though. They're not gonna injure Jimmy until the Harlem Globetrotters come. That's the only time you even see this bench warmer. You know who Jimmy Jenkins is? He's the dude that every time one of those guys slam, he stands up like this. Oh, that's his job. That's Jimmy's job. He gets paid $150,000 a year to go, that's Jimmy's job. Jimmy. Yeah, I think he's going to stay there. Why would he leave? Here's the thing. How can he leave? That's what happens when you put somebody in a contract like that. You bind them. That's just like saying James Harden is about to leave. No, he's not. James Harden ain't going nowhere. Steph Curry's hurt. Do you think he's leaving? The only person that's leaving on that squad out there is KD at the end of the year. That's it. That's it. That's the only person who's leaving. I'm just saying. Why would Kawhi go to Boston? See, that's what I mean. That's the lopsided. See, this is, I need some orange juice on that. That just made me mad. Like, yeah. Why would Kawhi go to Boston? Listen, if they take Kawhi out of Boston, who's left on the Spurs to watch? And please don't say Tony Parker. Who do you want to see on the Spurs play? LaMarcus? LaMarcus, what's LaMarcus' last name? I don't even know who that is, but that ain't saying nothing because I don't watch. For Tantrum. Yeah, okay. I'm just saying. Oh, yeah, LaMarcus. Okay. Yeah, that is right. But nonetheless, okay, you have that player. There's not a huge draw out there. There's not a huge draw out there. It's not as, listen, the draw right now for the Spurs is the Spurs. You know what I'm saying? It's the fact that it's the Spurs. You know what I'm saying? Right now, they're running off of their pedigree. And LaMarcus, he is a decent draw, but he's nowhere near as big as Kawhi is. You know what I'm saying? If Kawhi came back, they could definitely make a run for it. I mean, they're already in the playoffs right now. They're number 3 in that division. If Kawhi came back, there's no doubt in my mind that I think they could beat Houston. I think that if Kawhi came back, they could beat Houston, but I still don't think, even if they came back, that they could beat a full-powered, I don't think that they could beat a full-powered Kevin Durant them. There's nobody in the league who can beat those boys. It's just not. Kevin Durant was, 34. He was, you think that they sitting him down? Say, no. Well, let me think about that. Okay, on that question, Ray, let's look at when Kawhi got hurt. Kawhi got hurt, what was it, last year? He got injured by, who was it? Was it Zaza who injured him? He hurt his leg. This injury was from last year, right? You're right. It was against Golden State, right? That's what I'm saying. Nobody knows what his injury is. But listen, wasn't it Popovich? Wasn't it Popovich who was just like, they asked him during the playoffs, this is the same time they asked him, they was like, during the play, do you think that you could win even with Kawhi? He was like, it's not even possible. Pop got mad at the dude, asked him that. Yeah, you remember that. Remember that right after that game, that interview, they asked him, they just like, do you think that it's possible that he can win? He was like, man, why would you even ask me that? He was in his face like, why you even ask me that? He's like, no, it's not possible we can win. It's just like, it's not even remotely possible. And what happened? They got wiped out. Yeah, they got wiped out. You know what I'm saying? It was not even, it was like watching LeBron play up against the Celtics that's during that same time. He was playing with the Celtics. He was this is how LeBron was shooting the ball in Game 7 with the Celtics. He was I missed. That's how he was playing. He was throwing loop-de-loops like his son could have got out there and played better. Just saying. It was a terrible display. Once Kawhi went down, it was over. They could have brought little LeBron out there, and LeBron could have balled all over them. It was a bad deal. So, with Kawhi there, do I think that they're sitting him down? I think they're sitting him down, but not because he can beat Golden State. I think that if Kawhi was... Yeah. That's crazy. I think that if Kawhi was there, could they beat Houston? Yeah. I think they'll take it to Houston. That's just like saying if James Harden was there, can they take it all the way to the hub? The answer is absolutely not. Not even remotely close. Not even close. But Kawhi being there, I just don't think they could beat Golden State or fully up to snuff. But look, now that Golden State is hurt, there you go. There you go. That's exactly what's going on. That's exactly what's going on. Now that Golden State is hurt, look, let's look at all who's hurt and look who's not. Let's look at all whose top players is hurt and who's not. The Spurs, the Celtics, Golden State, okay? And let's see who else out there can possibly. Well, that's what I do. I'm supposed to overthink it because I don't watch it. But that's why you guys like listening to stuff I say, because I exasperate and I bring out all kind of points that just could be possible, even though it might not be true. It's just like it is possible that, you know, the earth is flat, Kyrie Irving. It's possible we live on a pancake, you know. You got to think outside the box. Yeah, because they own it, right? It's possible we live on a pancake. I don't know. Flying disc. It's possible the earth doesn't move because the Bible says it doesn't move. Kyrie Irving. It's possible, you know, Shaquille O'Neal. You know, you want to have a conversation with Kyrie. You know, you got to have a conversation with, you know, Kyrie Irving. So Kyrie Irving, so what do you really think about the earth? Is it or is it not? And then when he said there's scientific proof that shows that the earth is flat. Then one guy comes back and he said, you know, there's proof that the earth is round. He's like, so you're saying the earth is round. So he was kind of baiting him into saying that, oh, you really said the earth is round. So he said, so you're really saying the earth is round is what you're saying. No, the earth is flat. Oh, so you really mean that the earth is round, but you think it's flat. Oh, but the earth is round. Okay, there you have it from Kyrie Irving. The earth is round, but he thinks it's like, come on, the dude said clearly the earth is flat. Yeah, I don't think that the earth is a ball flying through 66 million miles an hour spinning through the earth. Earth is sitting as still as it wants to be. The Bible clearly says the earth does not move. It's like, now, what will we look like spinning 66 million miles through the... Hey, get out of here with that. You go spend 66 million miles an hour, and I'm going to sit right here with the earth that's not moving anywhere and drink me some of this OJ early in the morning because you going to explode. Yeah, it's not going nowhere. Or spinning off the equator if it was, man, we would be out of here so quick. Just one rotation. Just one. Everybody's going that way. We'd be all wang chunking that way. Like, get out of here. 66 million miles an hour, and that creates gravity. You better go some doggone where. You better go somewhere. How about God just don't want you to know what's really going on? God said, you know what? There's a force that's keeping you where you're at, so you don't go flying off into outer space and damn where. Why can't you be happy with that? No, you can't have that. I don't know. Can't have none of that. You just can't sit still and enjoy a pizza okay. The earth, and it clearly says that there's water above us that separates the water below. It clearly says it in the Bible. It says that there's a firmament, and it stops the water above from the water below. It clearly reads that. And they're just like, oh no, there's a big old void of space above our head, and there's nothing out there but a bunch of fiery balls just spinning around and around. And I'm just like, that's not according to what I read. To what I read is if you go above what we see and you keep going, you're going to run into a huge ocean. That's what I read, but hey, you can believe what you want. But, if you want to say that there's wind in outer space and then the moon landing, and when the moon landed, and on the moon landing, what's really curious to me was, wait a minute, when we landed on the moon, there was already a camera there. Who was taking that picture? Who was the guy going, just a little bit closer, just a little, we're almost there, and touchdown. This one small step for man, this one giant step for mankind. It's just like, wait. Hold on. Timeout, foul on the play, clipping, holding, roughing the passer. Who was that guy? How did he? I know that's right. What up, be at ease? We just clowning on the reality of the day, and the stuff that they try to feed us just isn't possibly real. It's just like, this isn't real. It's like, who was this guy who was standing there this guy was standing there in a suit and tie going, and touchdown. Get out of here, man. And then you put the flag in the moon, and then the flag is going like this. Wait. That's a technical foul right there. How is the flag waving back and forth like this? There's no wind. Oh my God. It's just funny. It's just funny, man. Anyway, sports are fixed, man. Gordon Hayward. Is Gordon Hayward playing right now? Listen. For sports, I've always said that there are people who know it's fixed, and there are people on the same team who don't know it's fixed. He's still hurt, isn't he? That's what I thought. Gordon's still hurt. Like, how are you? Okay, now think about this. Think about this. Think about this. Gordon Hayward was already playing for the Celtics and getting his ass kicked by Cleveland before Kyrie Irving went to the Celtics. Correct? Am I right? He was already there getting beat up every year before Kyrie Irving was just like, I'm going to go where my daddy played. Boom. I'm going to go over here, right? That's correct, right? So this is the same thing KD did. But nonetheless, when Kyrie went over there to the Celtics, the first thing that everybody thought is, we just got the best point guard in the league. Am I wrong? Is he or is he not the best? No, the second best. The best is Steph Curry. Huh? arguably the second best in the league, 39 points in the playoffs. I mean, just think about that. Slum God, Kyrie Irving. All right? We just got like the second best player, point guard in the league. All right? Now that we got him, guess where we're going? To the championship. We finally made it. Mama, we made it. No. All you did was have a repeat of last year. That's all you did. Except now it cost you $39 million more. $29 million. It cost you $29 million. You just got a $29 million rock. That's exactly what you bought. It's like going on to Amazon and buying a pet rock for $29 million. That's what you just bought. Congratulations. Yeah, there will be. But they will. What up, recording? How you doing? Heck yeah. Yeah, they'll be lucky to win one. They got them all hyped up. They got these young boys all hyped up to think that they're going to come in and just slam everybody. I'm like, no. Yeah, he's always been injury prone. And look at who they traded him for. Isaiah. And what happened to him as soon as he got to Cleveland? He started running his mouth like he was Big Willie. It was just like, did you not see what just happened to the last person who'd been running their mouth and wanting to be a prima donna? And you gonna bring that into the locker room? He's doing the same thing on LA right now. It's just like we just got rid of a guy because he wanted to be a prima donna. Now you're gonna come here and can't even play for 6 months. You can barely play for 6 months, and you got something to say, Isaiah? Get. They just kicked Isaiah in the pants on him. Get out of here. And they held him up by the back of his shirt and kicked him in the ass. Get out of here with your stupid. Yeah, your stupid self. You better get out of here, 30 years old, running your mouth like you 21. You know, you got a hip injury. Good luck, goodbye. He's another pet rock, if you ask me. You just buying pet rocks. All they doing is sitting on your desk looking at you and costing you money. That's what these players are doing now. They're pet rocks. You paying all these money for these players, and they're just sitting there looking at you funny. How much is Kawhi Leonard worth? He's been a pet rock for the last year and a half, ever since he got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Now Tony Parker is pissed off. Tony Parker, but you know why Tony Parker is pissed? Because he's old. He should be pissed. I should have never laid lips on you. Hey. That's not what friends are supposed to do. Oh, but I couldn't help myself. My mind said no, but my mind said something else. It turned to something else. And now it's something else. Wait a minute. To do what? He went to the Timberwolves. That was me singing, by the way. That's actually my song. When people go, oh, this is my jam. No, that's actually me singing. I produced and wrote and sang that song. Why would D Rose go to the Spurs? What? Why would D Rose go anywhere? D Rose ain't backing up nothing but his brand new Mercedes into his two-bedroom apartment garage. That's all he's He ain't backing up nothing. That's all he's backing up. He went from Chicago to New York to Cleveland. He went from Chicago to New York to Cleveland, and now he plays until. And he did it. Look. When he went to the Knicks, then he went to Cleveland. Now he plays for the Timberwolves. He did that all in 1 year. 1 year. 1 calendar year, you play for 3 teams. That dude ain't backing nothing up. Ain't gonna back you up nowhere. He gonna be like, what happened? You just got, oh man, did you? Shoot, I'm about to go home. In 1 calendar year. Who does that? Who? No, Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas just did the same thing, but Isaiah Thomas is actually playing. He just did the same thing. He went from the Celtics to Cleveland to LA. But here's the thing. D Rose is the best there is at what he does. He's like the Wolverine. He's making money moves. That's what exactly. He is the best there is at what he does. Because what he'll do is he'll get a minimum. Listen, his contract with Cleveland was $2 million. Just think about that. You got a $2 million contract. How many games did D Rose play when he played for Cleveland? 5, maybe. How many games did he play? $2 million contract. And how much of it was guaranteed? 20 games. I need to sign up for the MB freaking A right now. I'll take $2 million for 20 games. I am doing the wrong thing. I'm in the wrong profession. Get out of here, man. I'm in the wrong profession. You got to understand some of that money is guaranteed. Guaranteed money. Nah. He did the same thing. D Rose ain't backing nobody up. He ain't backing nobody up. He ain't giving 2 craps about nobody. Listen. Y'all know who Terry Crew is? The funny dude with the muscles on the Old Spice commercial. Y'all know who that dude is? He's on Everybody Hates Chris. Yeah, it's a 1-year deal. Yeah. That dude, Terry Crew, played professional football. Did you know that? He played professional football. One guess at how many teams he played for. I just want to see if somebody gets this right. Yeah. Well, they all do that in Hollywood now. Yeah, he was the dude in White Chicks, blowing the whistle high as heck with the muscles. Terry Crew. Take one guess at how many teams he played for. Not what team he played for, how many he played for. He played for 9 different teams. Gee, what's God? He played for the whole league. He played for 9 different teams. He said every year he would get a contract for a year and just go from team to team to team to team. Yeah. Yes. He put the free in the free agent. 9 different teams. He just 10. That's exactly what D Rose is doing. Because every time you sign up on that dotted line, they pay you. They pay you. 9 different teams. I was like, geez, bro, you was getting paper. It was just like practice squad, not a problem. What you need? You want me to go out here and act like I'm gonna hit this dude? Fine, pay. What was the minimum back then was like $285,000. I'll take that. Practice squad, I'm your guy. As soon as practice is over, I'm going to go sit down somewhere. I'm going to sit the bench and I am going to laugh all the way to the bank. Tell me D Rose ain't doing that. Please. On a 1-year contract, you get a $2 million out of 1-year contract. Look, when you take out your taxes and lawyer fees, which is like 60%, when you take out all of that and see what you come up with, out of $1 million, you still gonna come out with 1.2, 1.3 million, maybe in your pocket, somewhere around there. I'm down. I'll do it. I'll do it. He ain't gonna last long with the Timberwolves. D Rose is going to LA. D Rose is going to LA. This just in. Derrick Rose signs up with LA. Trying to tell you. It's real in the field. All day. That's his MO. This dude is living on his potential. This dude, okay, so D Rose got mad potential. I mean, he's got, even at his age, he can smoke somebody on the court. Let's not get it twisted. This is not a bum we're talking about. This is a guy who's lazy. That's just it. It's not like this isn't like a Jamarcus Russell. You know what I'm saying? This isn't a guy who came into the league and then boom. Yeah, he only 28. I'm just saying. D Rose can get out there and shake and bake, right? Like if D Rose went to the G League or the D League or whatever, that's the Gatorade League, he would just embarrass people. He would. It would truly be a men playing among boys. It would be all bad. They'd be like, you need to leave. Like have him go to Lithuania and actually play. They would kick him out of the league. Because that's not what you're there for. You obviously are better than clearly. He would kill them. He's so far better than anybody in that league, you know what I'm saying, that they would literally be like, you probably don't need to be here. That's it. It would be a travesty. He's just that good. You know what I'm saying? So let's not get it twisted. This is not somebody who sucks. Just you suck. That it's not like I went and tried to play, because I suck at basketball. This is Derrick Rose we're talking about, a 28-year-old who is incident prone, but I don't even think he's accident prone. I call him Mr. Glass, but I don't think he's accident prone. I think Derrick Rose is lazy. That's it. And that's all. He'd be dunking on a whole Lithuanian squad. If he went to Lithuania, listen, if D Rose went to Lithuania, as soon as he got off the plane, there would be another plane sitting right there with his name on it. They would just give him a ticket and tell him to go home. You're not going to come out here and destroy us. Like, what do you think this is? No, they'd be like, no, here you go. And bye. Okay, bye-bye. There's no way they're going to let him go out there and just ball all over everybody. He get the clowning everybody plus, and for what, 500,000? How much is, no. He's not going to do it. He's lazy. That's it, Massog. Yeah, just take this check and they would pay him to leave, which is really crazy, but that's exactly what would happen. Because if he really got mad, he would take on like whole Lithuanian squads and just dribble around them and just dunk like it. The stuff that he did when he first came out, how he got MVP, he looked like a Tracy McGrady slash Black Mamba slash Kyrie Irving. He just, it was like, how is somebody able to move like that? You know what I mean? It was just all bad for anybody he faced. It was bad. He's so fast, and he can come down the middle so quick, 2 steps, and he is to the hoop. And he started at the top of the key. It's like, yeah, he's lazy. That's all it is. He's lazy, and he's almost like a scammer, if you ask me. I think he's just scamming and skimming the NBA. He's just like, wait a minute, I'm going to go out here and get broke up for how much money? Nah, I don't think I'm going to do that. That's the way I look at Derrick Rose. Nobody is ever going to get Derrick Rose full potential. It's not going to happen. Fame is not for everyone. You know what I'm saying? Fame is not. You know where he's most famous at? Asia. He's most famous in Asia. He's a real hustler because he's doing the minimum amount for the maximum pay. And some people are like, nah, he could be getting, $29 million yeah, and all the demands that go with it, all the baby mama drama, all the lights, flash and camera, all the pressure. He don't want that pressure. He's like, I don't need this. Derrick Rose doesn't need that. He can just go and sit in his 2-bedroom apartment and be completely happy with getting $1.2, $1.3 million a year. Cash. You owe me this. Doesn't he got a shoe out? Does he have a shoe? Does he have endorsements? Because I remember he did. I mean, he just a man. And didn't he have that? He had a rape case or something like that, didn't he? See, all that stuff comes with it. People come at you sideways when you're making all that money. He realized real quick, he's just like, I don't need all that. He had a $40 million with it. Yeah. And you know what? They gave it and they took it away. He got himself into some trouble. Next thing you know, he had it was a rape. It had something with a female, right? It was a rape case or something like that. Had to go through court. He was just like, screw all this. I don't want nothing else to do with this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to maximize my pay by the potential that they saw that I have, that I can use when I want to, but I'm just not going to use it. That's who D Rose is. I always said that he's the smartest player in the league. He is the smartest player in the league right now. Yeah, they ran a train on a chick, and she willingly did it. And then she turned around and screamed rape. It's just like, wait a minute. Like they need to cut that out. The industry needs to cut. There needs to be a sign. There needs to be a sign for these chicks. And there needs to be like here's what Adam Silver needs to do. He needs to be like, okay. There needs to be like a some kind of moniker. All hoes go in this area here. All real women in this area here. All girlfriends in this area. All wives over here. So you have your hoes, you have your girlfriends, you have just the chicks who's chilling, who like to party every now and then you have your hoes. Everything is sectioned off. No blurred lines. These hoes like to get trains ran on them because they hoes. They like to party, drink, and they're just all out sexual. That's what they like. But these ladies over here, they like to drink, they like to screw, but they're not hoes. You know what I'm saying? They're not somebody that you're going to run a train on. You might screw one of them, little one-on-one action, perfectly normal. Boom. Well, some of them would, and some of them wouldn't. That's right. You should be able to scan them or be like, oh, okay, you had a train ran on you last night by 6 guys. You're okay. Now I know what you are. You should be able to just get, there should be an app for that. Yeah, there's an app for that. You just whip out you just whip out your phone and be like, dude, oh, okay, you like to get trains ran on you. Okay, cool. Dude, oh, you're looking for a husband. Okay, got you. There should be a hoe app. There really should be. This the app with the hoes. This the app with the wives. This the app for the women just want to be just regular chicks. And this one over here is for the girlfriends. This is the girl who doesn't want to be tied down. She just wants to D every now and then. And she likes to just date and have fun. But this girl over here is a 100% slutty ass hoe. And that's what she likes to be. She enjoys it. Like over here, hoeing right here. I know some chicks who are like that. They're 100% don't kiss me, don't love me, don't tell me you care about me. I don't want to hear none of that. Just give me the D and get up off of me. That's it. Streetwalkers, heck yeah. Streetwalkers are the best. Streetwalkers are the best thing in the world. You know why? Because they're letting you know exactly who they are. They are not hiding what they do. The police know who they are. The government knows who they are. There's not a soul on earth who don't know who they are. Everyone knows they're hookers. But you still got people who pull up right on that curve. What's up? How much is it? Still got people. But they're the best thing in the world. Because you know exactly who they are. You know exactly what they want. I need a couple. And the thing about it is, it don't cost much. I don't understand these guys going out here and raping these women. For the guys who are really going out here and raping these women. I'm like, what? Did you need some ass that bad that you just had to smack? Like, that's what you do? That's what you do, bro? Yeah, like, I don't get that. You could go right down the main street and stand there for 2 seconds. Some chick is going to walk up to you and say, what do you want? How much do you have? And it's not going to break your bank. I don't suggest you do it, but nonetheless, you know what I'm saying? That's the girl you run a train on and nobody cares. That's what she does. So I don't get it. But yeah, D-Rose got caught up into something and they went after him because he's the big fish. He was probably with a bunch of guys that nobody knew, Jerome and whatnot. Yeah, there's always a... People like to take the most difficult path to success. You know what I mean? Instead of just being successful, like this is the path to your success when it comes to this situation. They want to go around and up the mountain and through the river just to say that this is what they did. And then they get upset when there's, you know, some serious trials and tribulations because that's the route that you took. You know what I mean? It's just like, man, you knew you were going to get in trouble if you ran a train on this chick. I don't know what part of that scenario would make him think that this was going to be okay. If you didn't learn by what happened to Tupac and Mike Tyson, then you just wasn't paying attention. You cannot have your friends run a train on a chick, even though she's willing, 100% willing, begging you to run a train on me, all 6, 7 of you. Y'all can all have it right here and think that she wasn't going to scream rape. That's the reason why she's begging you to do it. She's not actually begging you. She's daring you. She's daring you to do it. Yeah, like, I dare you to run a train on me. I'm going to stand here naked with my ass in the air, and I dare you dummies to do especially you over there with the $48 million contract. Please hit this ass. Please. Please, because I'm about to get paid as soon as you do. Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant ain't raped that girl. That girl had 5 different semens in her. I'm just saying. That's what they did. Kobe Bryant, that girl that slept with Kobe Bryant worked at the hotel. She had 5 different guys' semen inside of her. Kobe ain't raped that girl. He had consensual sex with her. But she was like, please, I know who you are. Please hit this ass. Just, I dare you, Kobe Bryant, just to say something sexual to me. Just anything out of line. Just please say it. And Kobe was just like, shoot, my wife Vanessa, she miles away. This girl is young and stupid. I'm about to hit this ass. And what happened? Cost you millions of dollars. That one piece of tail cost you millions. He ain't raped that girl. Mike Tyson didn't rape Desiree. She came to Mike Tyson's room with a nightie on. Mike Tyson, please hit this. You one of the craziest people. You eat people, Mike Tyson. Please hit this ass, Mike. Please, because as soon as you do, I'm going to come up. One night, and I'm going to come right up. And that's exactly what happened to Mike Tyson. Threw him in jail. Tupac Shakur, his team ran a train on some chick while he was there, his bodyguards. Please, Tupac, let your friends run a train on me, please. Ran a train on him, he wasn't even around. Tupac went to jail for it. He went to jail for it. That's what they wanted. You know what I'm saying? It was a setup. Yeah, the game is cold, but listen, but everybody knows the game. Everybody knows. These chicks been doing this. Please tell me what is new about this. Listen, here's this. I'm going to tell you something else that's cold. Don't think that a chick won't do it to another chick. Don't think a chick won't set another chick up the same way. Shoot. You fooling yourself. If you got money, sex is always a way. When they say, oh, you dropped your pants, that is literal. You dropped your pants and you dropped the ball. Yeah, Derrick Rose. 40. This is what, listen, when Derrick Rose got hit, when all them lawyers came at him, when he was looking at going to jail, he's never been the same. When that happened to Derrick Rose, here's what I think happened to Conor McGregor. I think Conor McGregor's ego got to him. Okay, so this is what happened to Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor was the middleweight champion. Oh, he's a lightweight champion, right? Before he left, he was a lightweight champion. And he took the title from Joseph Aldo. He came in, beat Joseph Aldo in 8 seconds. Boom. He caught him with a counter punch. Boom. That was it. So he took the title. After that, Conor McGregor fought, he went to boxing, right? Here's where some people are misconstrued. When Conor McGregor fought Mayweather, that wasn't an MMA fight. That was not an MMA fight. If it was an MMA fight, Conor McGregor would have been allowed to do whatever he wanted to. No, he tried to fight a bus. He didn't try to fight a bus full of people. All those people were on his side. Yeah, all those 15 guys, they were all on Conor's side. Yeah, Conor was trying to fight the bus. He put a hole through the bus. He's in jail right now. So after he beat up Joseph Aldo, he left MMA. So when Conor McGregor fought Mayweather, he was not actually in MMA anymore as far as that division. He went kind of like the boxing. Because you got to understand, Leonard Ellerbe and the boxing gods and the MMA guys, they both set that up because it was both of their fighters. But that wasn't an MMA fight. So when you leave MMA, you left your division open. This is what he was upset about. So now the two guys who were fighting for the lightweight title, because the title holder is no longer fighting, you know, not unless you come back, you got paid $39 million to go fight Mayweather. You got your money. You have a private plane. You got all you wanted. And now you want to come back and say, I'm the middleweight. Will he fight Floyd? And he has gone, no. What? Well. All right, let's look at the speculation. Let's look at the speculation of Floyd. Okay. Conor McGregor will fight anybody in his division and above his division. Okay, so that's really what it is. It's not will he fight Floyd. It's will Floyd actually fight in the octagon. It's not who's going to fight Floyd, because the answer is Conor McGregor is going to fight Floyd in the octagon along with anybody else, you know what I'm saying, including Joseph Aldo. But the thing is, will Floyd get in the ring, period? And the answer is no. No. How many boxers have you seen in the octagon? I'm going to tell you. How many boxers who come from boxing and get into the octagon? Does anybody know? Let's see if you guys know. Wrong. There has been. Does anybody know the boxer who came from boxing and got into the octagon? Yeah, my face is smaller. I've been losing weight. Because I've been going to the gym and I've been doing stuff at home. Okay, so the answer is James Toney. James Toney, one of the best fighters in the world, got into the boxing ring and got choked out in seconds. No, he wouldn't cut it. James Toney got choked out so fast that once they let him up and he got up, he never came back to the octagon again. Yeah, James Toney. He never came to the octagon again. That was it for him. He never made a peep about getting back in the ring. See, somebody who can box you can box. You can box, but a real fight, the majority of the time, goes to the ground. We're talking about a street fighter. A street fighter up against a boxer, that boxer is going to have to keep that street fighter away from him. And that's just it, and that's all. But when you're in a ring, it's kind of hard to do. When you're on the street, it's easier to do. You have all kind of obstacles. You can move around. You can, if you're faster than that street fighter is, you can keep that fighter away from you and win, or just knock him out if you're that good. But the majority of the time, a fight is going to go to the ground. And when it does, a boxer is clearly out of their element. It's just like a karate fighter. A karate fighter, if the fight is up and they're standing on their feet, you're in big trouble. But if that fight hits the ground, a karate fighter ain't going to use his legs anymore. This is why mixed martial arts is such a good thing, because it clearly displays the art talent and the knockout power of all types of fighters. But you're talking about a ring. We're not talking about outside and all is fair in love and war. We're talking about a ring where there's only so far that you can go. You got some people who are masters at running at you and taking you to the ground. and pounding you out. They're like the last emperor. He was a master at hitting you in the face and then taking you to the ground. It is what it is. This is why these people are so lethal. Will the Rams get a chip in the next 2 years? No. Rams will not get a chip in the next 2 years. Why? Because they have Casey Keenum. It's not going to happen. Not in the next 2 years. Not in the next 2 years. Now, if you said the next 5 years, then yes. But the next 2 years, no. Yeah, so you got to understand so Floyd Mayweather getting into the ring, I'm going to tell you, if he gets into the ring in an MMA fight, here's another reason why I can't see Floyd doing it. It's because an MMA fight is not controlled like a boxing fight is. And when I mean controlled, I don't mean the refs. I mean the people who control boxing. Now, you look at Giamano, whatever his name is, he complained constantly about how boxing is fixed. Constantly. And then, who's that other real fast kid that got knocked out by Canelo? Oh, my God. Prince Hassim. Why is he money? Because he wants to be relevant. He's 40 years old. Floyd Mayweather has been in a spotlight since he's a child. He's like Michael Jackson. If Michael Jackson was alive today, he'd still be doing something in music. Once it gets in you, man, you always want the people to adore you for what you do. Especially if you had all the help that Floyd has had. Yeah, like Tiger Woods, he'll come back and do something if he can stay out of jail. You know what I'm saying? He'll come back and do something, but his back is all messed up. His hip is all messed up. He was on that HGH. Yeah. It's the money. It's the fame. It's the adoration of the people. Love me. Adore me. I'm great. I'm 40 years old, but I'm still great. I think I'm great. I was great. Am I great? I don't even know if I'm great anymore. I made $100 million. I'm great. Yay, me. I have 6 my box, but only 1 ass. Yay. Yay, everybody. Nobody cares that you got 6 my box, you idiot. And you don't even buy those cars. You lease them. Garoppolo. Garoppolo is the next Tom Brady. The next LeBron James. Probably Nicky Simmons. Nick Simmons has the potential to be the next LeBron James. Nick Simmons is in the right place at the right time right now. He's on a team that's growing. They're going to the playoffs. They haven't done nothing in a while. They're a young team. If they get another big name and get a strong 4 and they have a strong bench, I haven't. But if they get another strong 4, if they get a strong 4 and a good bench, then Nick Simmons could take that mantle for the next 10 years. I will. He can take that mantle for the next 10 years easily. The Sixers can. I say in 2 years, the Sixers can win a title. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't see nothing standing in their way. By that time, Golden State will be dissolved. Yeah, I don't see why the Sixers couldn't do it in the next 3 years or so. It's not like they're up against the clock. No, Kyrie's not done. Kyrie's injured, but he's not done. No, not even close. Kyrie's way too strong for that. Look, they don't need Kyrie to be done. They need Kyrie. Kyrie is needed. Like, nah, they probably just gonna save him. Nah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to have that much ticket draw and that much potential and just say, you know what, we don't need you anymore. That's not what you want. They need the eyeballs. They need somebody to hate. You know what I'm saying? They need somebody with some controversy. Nah, Kyrie's not done. It's a good question, though. The machine needs people like Kyrie. To Washington? You're not the only person who said that. Huh. Well, here's the thing. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at KD right now, really, let's look at KD's situation. You look at KD's situation, then you can see KD going to Washington. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking at the team that he came from, he's not going to go back there. He's not going to go back to OKC. He's not going to stay with the team he's on because the whole fabric of the NBA is being messed up just because he's there. It's like having a balance. It's like having something balanced, and it's like the NBA is balanced as long as certain players, as long as certain players stay on the Eastern Conference, the Western Conference, Eastern Conference, Western Conference. If you have too many star players on either side of the conference, then that's it. That's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? And right now, KD is just in the wrong place. He needs to spread out. They need to spread the Western Conference out. He's in the wrong place. And it's terrible for the NBA. It's terrible. So, yeah, go to Washington. You know what I'm saying? Go somewhere, KD. He's different, very angry and impatient. Well, he's to me, KD is he's like a spoiled brat to me. He's like a spoiled brat. Yeah, KD is like a spoiled brat to me. You know? He goes to a team that makes him look better than what he is. I could win a ring if I went to Golden State right now. And I got terrible knees. I'm fat. I bet I'll get out there and win a ring. I'll be like, oh yeah, it's Anthony Powell. It's Anthony Powell playing for Golden State. Who is this fat old man? It's Tone 202. I'm going to play for Golden State. I'm going to get a ring. I'm going to be the 6'6", 7th of the 8th man that stays in the locker room and scrubs down the I'm going to be the guy on the team with the team jersey on who's scrubbing the bleachers after the game's over. But when they win, I still get a ring. I'm still on the team. I'm on the roster, but I'm the guy who's, picking up the popcorn that these little brats have been throwing around all game. But when they win, I still get a ring. Yes, beer here. Get your beer here. Beer nuts here. That's me, but I got a jersey on and I'm on the roster. But oh my goodness. Heck yeah. Will he keep more rings because game 5 with 2 minutes left, LeBron tells him this is the only one you get. It's funny. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, Kyrie Irving ain't going to get no more rings. Listen, the only way that Kyrie's going to get another ring is if he comes back to Cleveland and LeBron is still there. You just talked yourself out of a ring. Even if Kyrie was healthy, Gordon was healthy, they still wasn't going to see no ring. Hold on for a second, guys. Get your beer here. Beer here. Get your beer. Get your beer. Kyrie Irving. AD, who's AD? Israel, where you from? Oh, Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is a star now. They was talking about him getting some MVP. Shoot. Yeah. He a superstar. He a big man too. South Africa, but been in Arizona for 11 years. Oh, okay. I looked at your name. I'm like, yeah, you, I didn't know if you were still living in another part of the world. Big ups anyway. Yeah, big. He a big man too. Balling out. Handling his business, ain't he? What are you like? 6'8"? 6'8", 6'9"? John Wall, 6'11". That's a big person. Look, I'm 6'2". I'm gonna tell you all this. I was at the y'all know who Maurice Claret is. Crazy dude out here, played football, right? Yeah, I'm 6'2". So I was at the club that Maurice Claret robbed before he went to jail, straighten out his life. I used to go to that club all the time. Mad chicks be up in there. Nonetheless, we used to all hang outside in parking lot pimp, right? This is how popping that club was. Some of the chicks, the basketball team from the Ohio State Chicks basketball team was there once. I'm used to looking down at chicks. I was looking up at these girls. I was in love. I was just like, looking up at these chicks like, I was looking at these big white chicks, man. There was like one black girl, like 3 white chicks. I was looking at these girls like, I was like, excuse me. But what are y'all doing? Like, who are y'all? Like, why are you all like 6'5" and whatnot? They're like, we're your Ohio State basketball team. I'm like, have mercy on my soul. And they all had dresses on too. Because you know how everybody think that they're all gay and what? No. They was all looking right. Yes. Dresses, heels, dressed up like, yeah. They was looking right. You know what I'm saying? That's why when these people get to talk about how they're all gay, I'm just like, I don't know what you saw. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we didn't know there was a basketball team. Had no idea. We had to ask them who they were because they were all standing together like loped up, muscles and everything. I was like, yes. I was like, oh, yeah, it's about to go down. You know what I'm saying? Young, beautiful. They was like 20. Woo, boy. Woo, baby. Tell you what. I've dated a couple of Ohio State athletes. Yeah, man, there ain't nothing like them. Nothing like them. Yeah. I think you probably was looking at my Why I Left Atlanta. That's probably how you got to my, yeah. Shoot. I mean, I'm too old now. You know what I'm saying? I'm 50 years old. I'm not going to be chasing no baby, but back then, woo. And then I met a chick who was like 6'6". Beautiful black girl. Yeah, I'm 50 years old. Yeah, I met a chick who was 6'6". I was looking at her like, thank you. Yeah, I'm every bit of 50, man. I was born in 67. I can still bench press 315, man. I'll be getting it in. But this chick was 6'6". I saw her and her girlfriends. I just walked up to her. I was just like, how tall are you? She was like 6'6", and she was looking at me like, what's poppin'? She scared me. She looking at like, they was all looking at me. I just like, woo-wee, boy, I want to give it a go, man. I probably could have got her number, but I froze. So I just walked out. Thank you. Yeah, man, I'm 50 years old. Wish I was still 30. I'd be running. I'd be a lot lighter than I am now. Shoot. Say it with your chest, man. Say it with your chest. Kevin Hart, real stupid ass. My baby's mother is 4'11". My baby mom is 4'11", so they just happen to be tall women, you know. I like women, man. Now I got a little girl, 23 years old. You're all men, right? Both of you are men, right? To be. Yeah, both of you are guys. I think you're both guys. Yeah. Ladies don't usually talk sports. Yeah. I gotta figure you're both guys. 28, man, that's young. That's young, man. When I was 28 years old, I was running a mile in under 5 minutes. I put it to you like this. I got a track scholarship at 26 years old to run a mile. That's when I started college, at 26 years old, because I had a scholarship. I walked onto a track team. Yeah. I'm gonna hear that last song again. What do you guys do? What do you guys do for a living? I like this song. Oh, okay. You make music. Got you. Yep. A respiratory therapist. Big ups. Big ups. I got some respiratory issues myself. Yo, respiratory therapist, you one of them, you know, smart people. I'm getting a degree in healthcare right now. I finish in May. If I can get past statistics. It's in healthcare administration. You're a beat maker. If you got some stuff online, when you come onto my feed, you can leave a link. I don't usually let people leave links under my stuff too much because they just spam you. But if I know you, you can go to my hottest video and leave a link under the video. I'm fine with that. See if you can get some revenue off of that. If you sell your beats. Yeah. But I don't plan on doing any of that. I'm gonna have my own little business. Yeah, they will steal your beats, man. But this is my stuff. All this music you listen to now, it's all mine. Or you can spit a hot 16, make a video of it, and leave a link. We'll listen to it. Yeah, man. Absolutely. Yeah, it's all my music, man. I'll be jamming. But I don't usually sell my music like, or like, let me say this. I have music that's on CD Baby. You know, I make a couple pennies off of it a day. I might make $10 off of it every 3 months. Not a lot of money. Yeah. You have to leave. I mean, I don't know how I'm going to hear it. As a therapist, work for myself because it's a good gig. But they can replace you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can email me. I'll listen to it. I'll listen to your stuff. I don't care. You know I'm not going to steal it. I don't get down like that. There you go. I don't want to be a hospital administrator. So I'm not going to be a hospital administrator. I don't have the background. I'm probably going to work from home. I'm probably going to do something like, hell, I might just be a private health investigator. That's what I might do. I might be one of these dudes that walks into a restaurant and investigate it. All right, man. Yeah. So that's probably what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? Fraud. I'll probably have a bunch of people that will investigate fraud. I might be an ombudsman where they come and tell me that fraudulent action is happening, and then I go to the government and report it. Be all done online. So, but I don't plan on moving around too much. It's not what I want to do. Not what I want to do. Yeah, babe, go ahead and email me your stuff, man. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. It was a good stream. All right. Did you want me to listen to it now and tell you what I thought about it? Is that what you were, that's what you wanted? I mean, all right, well, hold on. My dude, Biggs. Beam, ba, 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 beam, ba, 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 ba. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, I don't know my password. I'm not gonna do that because Sunrise. All right, here we go. Turn my bass up. Turn up the bass. All right, iTunes, come on. I want you to turn up the bass a little bit. Maybe in a past life, you were mine and I was yours. Bring it. Feel so comfortable. Is it possible that can okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's my part right there. Yeah. Okay. You got a little something. You got, I don't know. You got a little, you might have a little something over there. You might have a little something. I ain't gonna say it, because you might get all big in the head, but I ain't gonna say it. It was hot. Yeah, it was hot. I liked it. Yeah, it was hot, man. I like that. You made that beat? You made that? Just made that beat for my uncle up there. That sounds like something that Machine Gun Kelly would spit on. Or Twister. Sound like something Twister was spit on. I was it sounds like one of them to get on it and light it up. Freaking Twister, man. Bring him back. Or Motor Mouth. Get one of them, you know what I'm saying? Come back and eat it up. I liked it, dude. It was hot. Shoot. My ass is sleepy. I'm going to lay it down, man. I'm old. I love music, man. Crazy thing, I just started. Yo, man, take it seriously. If it's something you love to do, man, take it seriously. What up? Somebody just joined in? Who that is? Who that is that just joined in? Trying to get it on the low. trying to get in on a snake. Who that is? Who that is trying to get in on the snake tip? Yeah, take that music seriously, man. Just do like just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like just, I mean, I make music. I just put it out there. I don't really, you know, my SoundCloud, I just like, I don't do it and then go, yeah, I hope somebody hears it. I just do it. You know what I'm saying? I draw every now and then too, put it up online. But I just make the music and just do it. I don't really care if somebody hears it anymore. You know? Because I bang to it in my own whip, you know, or something like that. Or in the crib. You know what I'm saying? I just play my own music because I don't really feel a lot of music that's being played right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm older, so my generation doesn't listen to a lot of stuff that people listen to right now. A lot of curse words and a lot of violent stuff like that. I don't listen to that, man. I listen to, like, you know what I'm saying? As you get older, you mature and you just smooth out. So I make my own smooth music and then I'll sing to it, write my own lyrics, and I copyright it. You know, and once it's copywritten, I'll send it to CD Baby. And once they have everything, then they'll put it, I mean, I'm on iTunes, Deezer, I'm on Tidal. You know, I'm all over the place. I can change your mind. I could change your mind. Man, I just do it, man. I just make stuff because I feel like it. I mean, I just beg to you. We were supposed to be friends. Hey! Talk to each other every now and then. We should have never started taking walks in the park. You know what I'm saying? I just make my own stuff. That's where the love starts. I should have never laid lips on you. You know what I'm saying? You just bang your own stuff. That's not what friends are. Yeah. When you hear your own creation, oh, but I couldn't help myself. And then when other people hear it, they're just like, okay. It encourages you. This isn't the way it's supposed to be. I sent this song right here. I sent this song right here out to Jazz Radio. What I did was I went on Facebook. I went on Facebook and I found a bunch of just like little radio stations, online radio stations, and I would just send my stuff out to them. That's it. Plus CD Baby sends your stuff all everywhere. But if you go to Rhapsody right now, I'm on Rhapsody. You can look them up. I'm right there. You know what I'm saying? Put in Tone 202, my whole album will show up. So, yeah, iTunes, all that. Like, I'm all over the place. I get royalty checks, but they're very, 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 very small. Like, sometimes it's not even a quarter. But I get a quarter. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm also, there's ASCAP, CSAC, and BMI. I am ASCAP. So I'm with ASCAP as a producer and a writer. Talk to each other every now and then. We should have never started taking walks in the park. Like, all that's my harmony. That's where the loving starts. I should have never laid lips on you. All that's my harmony. Took me a while to do that. So, man, just do it. Just do it. Put it on CD, baby. Don't worry about somebody trying to rip you off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, man. I just be chilling, man. I just be chilling. Don't worry about somebody trying to rip you off, man. Just copyright your stuff the right way. All you can do, man. I'm about to go, man. Be chill, man. Thanks for stopping by. I will probably stream later on tonight, you guys. Talk to you later, man. God loves you. Peace.